What's up, Pisces? This is going to be your bi-weekly love check-in. This is for my Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoy this video, please do give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It does help out the channel. If you are new here, I put these out every 2 weeks, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I offer personal sessions. Guys, in my sessions, I combine tarot and channeling with universal law of assumption and manifesting. If that is something that you would like, then you can book in with me. The details are in the description box of the video. And if you're looking for a more traditional psychic or a tarot reader, I have put links to my affiliates, Mystic Sense and Spiritual Blossom, there as well. Mystic Sense will give you your first 5 minutes reading free, and Spiritual Blossom will give you a bonus $10 when you deposit $20. And if you want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I put the links to those in the description box as well. Now, Pisces, we're going to do the person on your mind. How do they feel about you? How do you feel about them? And a projected potential outcome. And why do I say potential? Universal law of assumption. As I explained earlier, that's what I integrate. So this is a reading into one version of you, your specific person, and the connection that you, Pisces, have selected out of the infinite that are available right now in this very given moment. Creation is finished. Everything exists all at once. Your desires are meant for you. Everyone is you pushed out. You can absolutely have any version of anyone you like. Circumstances do not matter. If you would like to manifest this differently, it just requires a shift in your state of consciousness, the version of Pisces that you're being, and a reselection through selecting new dominant thoughts and assumptions from that version of you pushed out, okay? So if you don't know what I mean, I have a whole playlist on manifesting. You can look into the topic yourself or other content. And I like to give tips as I read, okay? All right, Pisces, the person on your mind, how do they feel about you as we move forward, or in this moment rather? How do they feel about you? Okay, Ten of Pentacles is in the reverse, Pisces. Two of Cups, though, is in the upright. So they feel like a soul connection. There seems to be some doubts about whether or not this can lead to the future, the house and home. House, home, the dog, the whole thing. Let's have a look. Ace of Wands, though, Pisces. Attraction, chemistry, for sure. And Two of Cups, like I said, soul connection. Ace of Cups, love. So they want two aces, Pisces. So this person's obviously hoping to initiate like a new phase or a new stage with you. I always stick to what I channel and what I see. So it looks like, at least in the very recent perceived past, in this check-in, in this version, looked like there were doubts when it came to house and home in the future, okay? And then we have Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Exactly. So they want a new start and they want to come out of the cold with you, Pisces. Five of Pentacles. We've got the King of Swords in the reverse, though, and we've got the Hierophant card in the reverse. So again, there's something about having doubts about commitment. Hierophant card in the reverse. So this could be King of Swords in the reverse as well, like wanting to reinitiate something that has gone a little cold. And the coldness, King of Swords in the reverse can be cold, by the way. So this is like a bit of a cold, detached sort of an energy. And it could be around issues to do with commitment, okay? So the Hierophant card is really traditional values. So the question is whether there's been a clash around that, whether there's been a mismatch in agreement on achieving that. I saw that with that Ten of Pentacles. That would really be Hierophant in the upright, traditional stuff, right? Like moving in together, kids, future, all of that. They want to come out of the cold. The King of Swords in the reverse, though, this is questions sometimes around honesty. So there could be some disconnect or some coldness between the two of you around like whether or not the truth has been spoken. That's for some of you, and I'm going to get some more cards on it. Yeah, there's a Death card here, and then there's a Tower. Some kind of a big has happened here. Now, some of you, there's been a stop or an end, and now there's a wanting a rebirth. It's not like a stop, because like I said, something has caused a coldness between the two of you, and it could be around trust issues. It could be also around King of Swords in the reverse can be a fickle energy. So it could be this kind of thing of like, you're saying one thing, but you're doing another thing. That could be some kind of a Tower issue between the two of you that's caused coldness. But the Death card is opportunity for transformation. So is the Tower, and the Page of Wands and the Eight of Wands is communication and potentially taking things in a new direction. Also flirty communication. So the other thing, Pisces, I don't know. I mean, Page of Wands, Eight of Wands, there could be like questions around, are you committing or not committing to this situation? So because Page of Wands, yeah, flirtation, chemistry, passion, And there is love here, but there seems to be, you know, what's not working must go as well with that Tower card. So big abrupt changes or conversations around, okay, if there's been Tower energy between the two of you, what can we change? How can we take this in a more positive direction? I mean, we've got the Justice card here, marriage, divorce, legal matters. Some of you, you're dealing with a situation where there's been non-commitment because that is playing into the situation. Not all of you. So like someone couldn't commit because they're tied up in something else. But the Justice card, I would say more so on a spiritual level, this is like balance, justice, making things right, where perhaps things have been out of balance. For some of you, it's something that involves like dishonesty or trust issues. Now, I don't like to use really heavy words, not because I'm trying to be nice to you guys. It's more so Pisces, everything, like I said, is you pushed out, which means none of this is set in stone, and we can tweak it however we want to tweak it in the end of the day, and everything is going to be a projection from where you're at, not blaming or shaming anyone. So we can change anything. I just don't want to be loaded or create assumptions for you, okay? Because all of you are going to react very differently to things, but in the end of the day, there's no need to be triggered, because we're going to switch everything up when we get to you. Now, the Tower card and the Death card. So transformational energy, it is possible, Pisces, some of you are dealing with a situation where there is a rebirth type of an energy after a coldness because someone outside of your connection is ending something, like there is a big disruption, like an end, like a Tower. So maybe with another person or like a divorce or whatever is going on. So there is communication, conversation coming through. The question is, on this end, it's like the question is whether or not this is leading to like commitment. So that could be like there's opportunity here for transformation and a conversation around that, or, you know, like, is this just flirtation and fun? I don't know. I mean, I know that sounds confusing, but I'm going to get to you, Pisces, and I'm also going to get Oracle cards and I'll see what's going on, okay? Yeah, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, King of Swords in the reverse. There seems to be this whole thing, right? Like, okay, first of all, that can be a pair that's getting divorced, just saying, okay? So that's for some of you. For others of you, this is like a mismatch here a little bit, like someone, Queen of Swords in the upright, she's like this, like, let's get to the truth of things. And King of Swords in the reverse is the shadow of the King of Swords, like either avoiding the issue or, and so this is the blow up, okay? Someone feels like the other one's not really being upfront, honest, or truthful about the direction forward, and that, or in the recent perceived past, that's been the case. And now it's like, okay, things need to be balanced out, made right, because there's a coldness between the two of you, okay? And not really trusting this love. So some of you are dealing with like something that feels romantic, but there's trust issues going on here, okay? We have the Chariot card as well. So it's like, persevere and move this in a positive direction. Like this looks like a serious conversation brewing, Pisces, in this check-in, guys, okay? It's like end it or transform it. This person sees the potential for a new start and there's communication. But then it's like, are we on the same page? Do we share the same values? Do we want the same thing? Now, Pisces, if you want the same thing, if you want them to want what you want, all you need to do is shift into the version of Pisces that has what you want, full stop, period, and not give any of this awareness that the parts that you don't like. It's really that simple. Now, some of you, yes, this is a situation that involves some communication, that there's some big changes going on, like Death card, Tower card, and so there is now the ability to move forward and have a new start. Like if you're dealing with a situation where there's outside factors like legal matters, contracts, marriage, divorce, there could be a communication around, okay, let's move this in a positive direction because big changes are going on. You know what I mean? Yeah, Three of Wands, like thinking about the future. Can we move this along now? Let's get to your side of the street, Pisces, because that's going to be kind of more important to the situation. But we've got Scorpio energy, Libra energy, Taurus energy, yeah, Cancer energy. So yeah, I definitely seen communication after maybe there's been withdrawal or coldness. I mean, some of you, there's been issues to do with not wanting to commit to the situation between the two of you because losses financially is Five of Pentacles. So that could be kind of the disruption that's happened. But I mean, there's here two aces on the table is new beginnings. So let's have a look. All right, Pisces. So what do you want, Pisces? King of Pentacles. That's a loyal, stable king. So that's what you're looking for. And then we've got Three of Swords, but then there's heartbreak and pain. Okay, small portion of you, this is like, you know, you're separated from someone, or this is a situation that involves separating from other energies. Four of Wands though, Pisces, you've got, this is about stability, loyalty, commitment. Again, marriage, long-term commitments, house and home. High Priestess, Pisces, that's you. Mystery, a little bit of mystery. Some of you are dealing with a situation that involves secrecy. Guys, don't take anything I say as like truth if it's not, you know, your story, okay? But like the King of Swords in the reverse and the Queen of Swords, this is like someone like feeling like the other one's not being very honest, or there's an air of mystery or confusion or things hidden. Some of you are dealing with a situation where, yeah, like things are not out in the open because something needs to be ended outside of your connection, and that's the shake-up. Or for others of you, the shake-up has come from not being very upfront and honest with one another, and therefore we've got a Justice card. It needs to be made right, and we need to get on the same page. Do we share the same values? Let me have a look. Yeah, the Star card, there seems to be like a lack of hope or vitality on your part. I mean, Pisces, that's up to you. Everything's up to you, okay? Because we've got the Ace of Wands in the reverse. You seem to think that the passion's been withdrawn. This person has an Ace of Wands in the upright. Whatever you assume, guys, law of assumption, consciously or unconsciously, is going to be validated. By the way, if you're going through hot and cold or anything unpreferable or any loops or cycles in your love life or with your SP, your specific person, check out the free guide that I have put into the description box of the video. It's going to help you break unwanted loops. It's going to help you to get in your God power, raise your self-concept sky high, and get out of any of the unwanted cycles and actually manifest what you want. So check it out, okay? We've got Eight of Swords in the reverse. So you're like stuck in your mind and you want to break free. What is this High Priestess? It's also about your intuition. Like your intuition's telling you sort of maybe like where you want to go or what you want, and you seem to be losing hope somehow because you're very stuck in your mind. Eight of Swords is fear and limiting beliefs, and Death card is round and round and round and round, Pisces, okay? So repetitive cycles. So the cycles are you, okay? So Pisces, if you want the house and home and the stability, etc., all you need to do is be, I'm version of Pisces, I have the commitment, I have a perfect relationship. If you're dealing with a person where there seems to be disagreements in some department or things seem not the way you want them, you can just tweak them. I mean, let's not focus on this version. We're not manipulating this version. We're selecting with we're reselecting with our consciousness, with our awareness from the identity, thoughts and assumptions pushed out. Give them a new fucking script, Pisces. That's it. I mean, there's just round and round. There could be unfinished business outside of this situation. And so the assumption might be, this is stuck, okay? Now, if you're dealing with a situation where there's unfinished business and third parties, all you need to do is take your awareness off anything else except what you want. Any characters in the show, everything will go away. It's not being naive, guys. Please, like, understand that you're just consciousness. So what you keep in your awareness remains, and all that matters is the now moment. So if you're aware of third parties or you're in a triangle and you want someone to want you and in the right way, you just need to be in the end, living in the end, in the now, with discipline, focus, thoughts and assumptions aligned with that identity of you. That is it, okay? Yeah, King of Pentacles, round and round. Some of you, yes, there's unfinished business in relation to commitments outside of the connection. If that's the case, I've already told you what to do, or there's round and round around committing to this situation. It just goes like that. Indecision. Are we on the same page? It looks like it's heading in one direction and then it doesn't, okay? Fickle. And then there's like tower energy, explosions. So what's this Star card in the reverse? Six of Wands. You want the success, Pisces. You don't want to struggle and fight anymore, Five of Wands. For some of you, there is this feeling of competition, needing to fight or compete, and you don't want that, and you have that Eight of Swords, and it's led to a loss of passion and vitality. I mean, really, why do we have that High Priestess? I've got to get more on it, because that's about mystery and secrets. The Fool card, the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. It's a mystery. It's like Same with, look, we've got a King and Queen of Swords. One is in the upright, one's in the reverse, so shadow. Like here on this side, it seems like trust and honesty seems to be a factor. Or there's an assumption here that someone's very cold and detached or fickle, okay? And here, there's questions around loyalty, okay? Pisces, or commitment. There's a mismatch, okay? Also, the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse can be quite materialistic. Some of you are dealing with a situation where money and finances is tied up and it's preventing you from jumping onto the next cycle with the person of interest, okay? And then things become very mysterious. Now, the money and the finances thing and being unready to jump on could be due to a love triangle or outside unfinished business, marriage, divorce, legal matters, or for some of you, it's literally just being unready to go for it, seeming like it's going one way and then it's not going the way you want it to, and it's going round and round and there's fighting. So Pisces, seriously, even if you're dealing, so Pisces, if this is you, if you're the one that says, that wants the house and home and wants like the freaking stability, if you're dealing with a situation where it feels like a risk, because someone is showing up in a certain way, well, firstly, you need to deal with the story of Pisces where love is not safe, love is a risk. B version of Pisces right now. You don't need to go and heal the inner child, self-concept, identity. I'm version of Pisces, love is safe and secure for me. It's always been safe and secure, okay? I have the best, most loving relationships. Anyone I want loves me in return. It's always been this way. If you have a situation where someone, I don't give a shit if even in the very recent perceived past from one identity, they said, hey, I'm not ready because there's other energies, or I'm not ready to go for it because blah, 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 whatever, moment by moment you shift. That's why revision works, or you just taking your awareness off and being like, no, they're ready. No, we're in a commitment. No, we have the best relationship. If you hold on to the version of a person where you keep fighting, or it goes round and round, or they're seeming one way and then they flip, you're going to keep going. Now, I'm not encouraging anyone to take anyone that they don't want or they don't think is healthy for them, guys. That is not what I'm saying. So please don't misunderstand me, but you are in complete control, Pisces, okay? You can have any version of anything you want. You need to make a decision. Your intuition is like, okay, I want success. I don't want to fight. I don't want to go round and round. I obviously want someone like that shares the same values as me. Things seem to be going not necessarily the way you want. You know that something needs to be transformed. So I'll give you the tools to transform you, and then reselect if you want this person, or Pisces, break free, okay, to have the victory for yourself to manifest in exactly what you want. You understand what I'm saying? Now, either way, Pisces, it looks to me like new beginning just on this, in this check-in, guys. So you can take the parts you like and you can fuck in a bucket the ones you don't like, okay? There's communication, conversation. Some of you, there's been fights because Page of Wands, there's this feeling of flirtation with other people because Page of Wands, and now we have a King and Queen of Pentacles, like they're mismatched. So there's questions around loyalty. So there's a blow up. Whatever it is, Pisces, like if you feel like you're competing for the love, then no, there's no competition in my reality. It's your reality, guys. I never have to compete for love. I'm always chosen. I'm the only one. Of course, I'm more than enough. I'm the best. This person thinks I'm the best. I'm their entire world. They absolutely choose me. If you feel like there's a third party and you want to get rid of them, no third party. Go to your end. No, we're together. We have the best relationship. If there's been fighting, no, our relationship is perfect. They treat me like a god or a goddess. Whatever it is, guys. The Star card in the reverse is like unhealed shit. So just don't focus that you're fucked up and you need to heal, but do focus on having a good self-concept, because it exists. There's a version of you that thinks and assumes very differently about yourself and expects differently, okay? But yes, no more fighting. It seems you don't want. And then, you know, the Death card in the reverse, round and round. If you're waiting for unfinished business to finish, then just say it's finished. Don't pay it awareness. If you have unfinished business, Pisces, but you still want someone to come in and kiss your ass and love you, and you want attention, Pisces, I'm not judging. You can have that too. You literally can manifest anything with any connection the way that you want it, okay? That's it. Sorry if I jumped around, but seriously, it is like that. That is your entire reality. So there's infinite realities, infinite reflections you can experience of people. They are your reflection. They're you pushed out. So decide what you want, okay? We've got Pisces energy. Yeah. All right. And then Aquarius. And yeah. So what does this person want? Okay. There's like karma, facing demons. I mean, my goodness, this is like the death card and the round and round thing. And that's also the justice card. So they want to have a talk with you, text, phone call, meet up. Okay. Intimacy, passion, chemistry, Ace of Wands. So the demons, and then communication, conversation, expressing feelings, literally passion, feelings, communication, everything I already said, guys. So you know the cards are accurate. Okay, we have high value, beautiful, sexy, abundant, confident. There's something about getting on the same page and feeling valued, and then there's like needing to communicate feelings. And you know, why do we have all of this drama? Like, what is this Tower and the karma? Trust issues. Literally, is this one-sided? Trust issues, detached also. So there's a trigger point here around someone feeling the other one's very detached, and then we have desire again. Then we have love affair, guys, third party hooking up. Now, either there is an assumption that there is because this is non-committal, or you know exactly that you're dealing with that. Either way, Pisces, I told you exactly what to do with it. You're the director and writer of the goddamn show. So just write out the parts you don't like if you want them. Also the secrecy thing, right? So I said to you, there's an element of trust issues because it looks like there's secrets and all this kind of stuff, and a lot of trust issues, but then there's a lot of chemistry and desire. There's communication coming through. You can shift this right now. You don't have to carry this reading forward, okay? Because what is a communication going to be? You're the one that is manifesting that. So if you want this person to come in and you have an expectation they're going to be a certain way, they're going to play the role. If you want a completely different version, you're not going to change that. You're just going to take your awareness off that and be like, this is how they are. Why? Because I said so. This is how they feel. You're not, it's like they're going to change their thoughts and feelings when you just shift what you think and feel, they think and feel. Okay? I know that that sounds weird to people that don't know what I mean, but please test it out. Okay? Let's see. Calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So there's they're manifesting. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. There's something about being more open with feelings and not coming across as detached. And then there is a lot of this trust issues and fears of like not being chosen and third parties and all of that, founded or unfounded, guys. If you are dealing with a situation where third parties like actual like affair or triangle has not shown up, Pisces, please just take, you should anyway, but just do not go down that rabbit hole, because you are manifesting from the place of awareness and where your thoughts are going and what you assume. And then you would need to deal with your story about maybe not being enough and not being worthy and whatever. So check out the guide in my in the description box of the video, please. Anyone that wants to get going and really take back their power, okay? You'll understand from that guide what I'm talking about. But anyway, there's a communication coming through. There's some trust issues. This person wants to talk. This karma and facing demons, etc. There's some kind of a big shock going on and a trigger point about fairness and trust between the two of you, potentially third parties for some of you, and but then wanting to reveal feelings. So I don't know, Pisces, what to make of that. Expect communication. And if you are wanting communication, you feel like this person's inconsistent with communicating, then just say, no, they blow up my phone all day. It's like literally affirm for that. I don't know. Sorry, guys. If that jumped around, it's I hope that it resonated for some of you. And I really intend, in essence, it's just helped some of you and giving you some guidance. I'm sending you guys so much love, and I will check in 2 weeks' time.